there, it's Mark of the LandRover, by the way. I've used a gasket on here and it was the wrong swivel, so we've got the right swivel now. But when you use your gaskets up and you do stuff wrong, it means you run out of blooming gaskets. So I've got a flat sheet of paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a gasket. So for this we need a 7/16 spanner, and this is if you're in the middle of a field somewhere, or a desert, or wherever, and you haven't got any gaskets left because you've used them all or you've made boo-boos. And I'm just going to make a gasket, so I'm going to hold that. This is the driven flange on the hub, which is actually worn. No, that's actually worn. Right, we need a new one of them. That's supposed to have a little peak on it, a little flat peak, and it's got points. Right, so that needs a bit of a change, but the gasket will be the same, so I'm going to make one. 7/16 spanner, and all we do is tap around the edge of the metal where I'm trying to cut round. I mean, you could use scissors, I suppose. And the reason I use a 7/16 is because, one, I'm an old bugger, and Imperial is what we used to use in the old days, so 7/16 is an 11mm. Like, just because you're tapping it, I don't know why this size spanner just seems to be the right weight to do it. It just knocks off that edge. And as I say, it's just if it's always saying, oh, it's only £2.50 for a gasket or 48p for a gasket, but then if you're in your shop on a weekend, like today's Sunday, and we need a gasket to get the blooming thing back on wheels, you can't go back and order one because it's a blooming Sunday. Just tapping around the edge, and as I say, 7/16 just seems to be the right weight to do it. Nice little firm bashes, and then what I've done, that's the scrap bit, so I'm going to just push that down onto there, and now what I've got is I've got a flat surface and I've got another edge to do, so I'll start tapping around the other edge. This is kind of a star-shaped edge. And see, every gasket you make isn't quite as uniform as you might think it is. It just needs a bit of intricate work in there, just using the edge of the spanner in there to get into the corners. Oops, turn it around a little bit. There you go, see it just peeling away there. And what it means is that if you're in the field and you haven't got a gasket, that's off. I'll come on this side. It's just peeling away the correct shape. Just feel for where my next star shape is. In each one of these lips there's a bolt hole. I want to get them right because I don't want it to move, so I'm holding the gasket still, or the gasket paper still. Nice little taps, just cutting the wall, and it's the metal surface or the metal edge that's cutting the gasket. See if that's alright. There we go, look, it's just coming off. Just get in there a little bit. Should just gently pull down. I'll take that away. And we've just got to do this side now. Got to my lip, just getting that edge there, because that edge was causing me a bit of a... There we go, that's it, that's that off. And of course you've got to do the bolt holes as well, so I'll show you how to do the bolt holes as well. of course, when you're in a workshop and you've got all your gaskets nearby and you've got all your usual stuff that you take off when you're servicing and repairing vehicles, you've normally got them in a little blooming little couple of boxes just on the shelf there. But so that's our basic shape. And I've got a bolt hole in each one of these. So all I'm going to do is just depress it a little bit, and then the ring on the spanner will hit both sides. So I'll just move it round in the hole. I'll use a little screwdriver if I can find one, just to dig it out. And that's our first hole done. That's moved a little bit, so I'll just tighten that up a little bit. Oops, the vice has gone a bit bizarre there. Push it down a little bit. There's our second one done. Push it down a little bit. The edge of the spanner, the ring of the spanner just goes in the hole, just like that's why 7/16s, because bolts aren't that big. Push it down a little bit. And here we have a wonderfully cut gasket. Without using scissors, getting exactly right, the right shape. Just push them down. And that's for our driven hub member. We've got a beautiful gasket on there, so we'll put blue Hylamar on the back and the front, so I could lift it off. And I've there got a gorgeously shaped gasket. Oops. So I'll rip it now. Gorgeously shaped gasket, ready to go onto a hub. Homemade, ready to go onto a hub. That's our gasket.